All right, good morning, traders. Go ahead and do the pre-market insight for today's session. As you can see, looking at the economic outlook. I said that funny. Um, there's nothing really significant going on today. General stuff in the news. Talks about oil and um, people reacting to the bearish sentiment of the market right now. And just the normal stuff, nothing really significant stands out today. Yesterday uh, I meant to mention, I forgot to that tomorrow the market is going to be closed. Like the US is they're going to be closed for the US session because of, I'm sure most of you in the states are fully aware of the passing of our former president Bush. So as far as the equities and the interest rates, there's those are going to not be traded tomorrow for tomorrow. Everything else is as far as like forex and stuff like that. That's it's business as usual for all of that stuff. But for the basic, for the everything that's based out of the U.S. The U.S. session that's going to be closed tomorrow for trading. So, that's all right. So going ahead and get into our technical analysis. All right, so we can see here that we actually did not fill that gap yesterday. Um, but however, we did run it. We are running up into this 200 on the daily chart, the 200 simple moving average, and um, in today's future session so far, we've almost filled it. So let's look at the 5 minute and see what we're doing. So we got a little bit of retracement from that continuation of the bears from yesterday. If we go back and look at yesterday, this is around the open. Yeah, this is around the open. It kept it kept retesting the open of the future session. So and it just could not. We didn't have enough bears to push it lower, and we ended up just bouncing into the close. And in the Asian market hours, we continue that bearish trend, downward. So um, we still have room to go to fill the gap. Like these gaps like I said yesterday, these gaps are rare. But eventually at some point, um, it will fill the gap completely. So that can happen in a way like we can maybe trade a little bit higher, or like we can have today maybe it's a little bearish, or we can even close it today. There's a ton of options that that this market can move to fill that gap, can continue higher. But I'm not going to try to predict which way it's going to go and when, and and how it's going to do it. But I will, I would definitely be expecting some choppiness, until we really start trading out of this range, until we fill that gap. I don't see any. Um, I wouldn't expect any strong trend plays coming in, or any strong moves, until we get that gap fill. So, I struggled through saying that, but so just looking at the markets for today, right now Nasdaq is down, 0.50%. So we are going into this little. We have a little retracement going on right now. So um, definitely some bears make sense, but we can also see a little bit of bulls. If I was to trade bullish, I would be just my thought process would to be would to just be in and out of trades. Man, I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on, but all right. So anyway, so moving on over to crude oil and bring up. I like to look at this with the continuous contracts. So right now in crude, we are continuing to head bullish at the moment. We're up more than 90 ticks. That's pretty significant. In crude oil, the way that it moves, it has more room to go. But right now we look like we're turning over. If we break this area right here, this is a 50 simple moving average on the 5 minute. So if we break this area, we can definitely trade bearish. Also yesterday we see that we didn't close the gap. We didn't fill the gap from over the weekend either. It got close, but it didn't quite fill the gap. So right now crude oil is bullish, looking to be turning over bearish. For gold, we have a lot of bulls in the market right now. Gold is looking pretty strong. It looks like we could be starting a bull run, from all this consolidation that we've seen for the past few months. Not much. We haven't had over the past few months. We haven't had much of any real action from gold. So we could be at the beginning point of some much needed trending volatility from gold, and we getting off to this is a really significant. I wouldn't be looking to take any bearish trades unless we come down here, we break some of the support and retest it, and then that's the only way that I'll be looking to trade bearish. Also yesterday we did not fill the gap completely, but it didn't gap much, so it's not really a big deal. We don't have to completely fill that gap at all, really, or anytime soon. It could do it months later or whatever. So right now with gold, we're bullish, up more than 8 points. And with the Euro Forex, tomorrow this should be able to be traded, I believe. I won't be trading at all, by the way. I'm just I just go ahead and have a day off tomorrow. So it wasn't really, actually I got a lot of other things to do that'll free up some time for me to be able to get some other really important things done. And so tomorrow I won't be doing a pre-market insight, of course, or a mid-market recap, because there will be there'd be nothing to recap really, because I didn't trade, and what I normally trade won't be tradable tomorrow. So yeah, there won't be anything for me tomorrow. So I'll be getting some other things done. So right now with Euro, we're also bullish. Maybe coming into some rest or turning over bearish, but I will be permanent bull today for the Euro. All right, so that's the technical analysis for today. And as usual, make a plan, trade your plan, stick to your plan, don't break your rules. Remember what's all that, everything that's important to why you trade whatever you trade, and go out there and crush it. And I will see y'all later for the mid-market future.